Good Thursday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV. How about that picture for you, huh? Wow. Hey, good Thursday morning there. Here's a rarity. What you haven't seen here lately is me getting up in the morning and making a morning video. I haven't done it in quite a while, which I haven't. And I just have changed up the direction of the channel, as many know, because I like to talk a lot, and it's hard to believe, even for me, how many years did I get up every day and say good morning to you guys? Come on, pups. I see the neighbor's dog. Perfect timing. The neighbor that always has the dog, that always gets the dogs riled up. Perfect timing of him walking the streets as I'm walking to the barn to go over here and get the dogs in and have them all go nuts. But the fencing's up and whatever, but what's the odds, right? Wow. That's a Thursday morning conversation, really, which I really didn't plan to make by any means until what played out yesterday. And if you're watching the news, I don't even think I'd have to even tell you what I'm going to say, because if you're watching the news, you're well aware of a terrible act yesterday that removed a very popular, opinionated, powerful figure in our country named Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, yeah, I'm sure. Do I even have to even tell you what happened? It's everywhere. It's all over the media. It's worldwide. It's just crazy. I was never a follower of that guy. And here we go. So now the dog, the neighbor, has walked down the fence line. And there go all the dogs to go nutty, which is now going to kind of take away the morning focal point here for a second. But it is what it is. But for me, as you know, I used to get up here every day and share with you the property and the pictures and the videos and the nonsense and the stories. And I've stopped doing that just because I just kind of got burned out of doing it. And in so many ways, it was like a Charlie Kirk thing where many people felt my opinions kind of really pissed people off, which it's obvious that Charlie Kirk's opinion definitely pissed off people that became so, Gypsy! Became so mad that they terminated him. Isn't that something? And how many people are behind Charlie Kirk's death? It can't just be one guy. You got to know its influence. Come here, Gypsy! Gypsy, no. So that's why I'm making the video this morning. Not a long video. Just reaching out for the condolences to the community, the family, the country, of the loss of a very unique, special person that was truly on the path to probably being a presidential candidate, very powerful political figure. And he's the type of guy, either you really liked him or you really did not like him. So, but the reason I'm really making this video more so is because I'm just kind of blown away that how it played out and he got killed. Some ways, like Donald Trump. I mean, the exact same scenario of where you can see now how Donald Trump, that shooter, just had that bullet at the right angle. Trump would have been the first guy to be taken out here recently. And, that's something a year ago. Was it last summer when all those things played out? For me, can't keep track of time. It's been a year from those incidents, if I'm correct, in Pennsylvania. So, but here's the thing, what's really weird is Facebook, for some reason, my Facebook page started showing a lot about Charlie Kirk. Once again, I never followed the guy. I'd see him on X, so I really just didn't pay attention. But as I told you so many times on my channel, I always tried to share with you on my channel that I didn't listen to others to get the brainwashing and then just to be copying and pasting what they talk about all the time. And that's the truth. So I didn't ever follow Dan Bongino or Glenn Beck, Tucker Carlson, even Joe Rogan. Not that, he's a pretty cool guy. Do you follow? And then Charlie Kirk. So I can think of the people, the personalities, just off the tip of my tongue, of who have great influence of their views and ideas, ideology, politics, blah, 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 blah. And I never got caught up in those different personalities. But the point is, for Charlie Kirk, all of a sudden, the Facebook page started showing these videos of how Charlie Kirk I didn't follow the guy, so I really don't know much about this guy. I'd be not lying to you. I just don't like getting caught up in somebody preaching to me to tell me how I think. So I was amazed at how he was using these campuses to grow his. So, as you know, if you're really a follower of him, he was a big youth, focused on the youth of our country, trying to help them make the right decisions versus the wrong decisions. So he used the college campuses to have open discussions with people. And I started watching this, and the first thing hit me was, man, isn't this guy concerned for his well-being? I mean, you're just in an open campus. I mean, good Lord, everybody. Where's the most common shootings today of the radical shooters? They're going to elementary schools, middle schools, high schools, colleges. So you just kind of think to yourself, wow, you're going to these campuses of these college universities where you're dealing with very unstable people for the most part in some ways. So once again, it's just weird. And this past weekend, for the first time ever, I was listening to Charlie Kirk do the open discussions and responding to the young people and blah, 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 blah. And so, but I just thought to myself, where's the security? So this is what I told my daughter. Julia was a big follower of him. Actually, Julia, my daughter, is very sad that this has played out. Like many other young youth in our country today are just, I'm sure in so many ways, mortified. Even older people. It's a big, big deal because we lost an incredible, powerful personality that many felt had the right views, the right ideas, and the right message for this country to be what it is. And so, once again, I'm thinking to myself, told my daughter last night, I said, this makes no sense that his security detail wouldn't have started looking at how he's getting bigger, more popular, more people know about him, more people hate him, more people love him. Why he wouldn't have had like security glass around that area of where he sits down and he talks to these students, and you just have security glass around that area, a perimeter. And on top of that, why wouldn't the security detail have their eyes on rooftops of buildings? Why wouldn't he have security detail that are walking the grounds around these buildings? I mean, it's been unbelievable. So for me, really sad in my eyes. Charlie Kirk would be alive today if he had really security detail that knew how to really make him safer. So what a sad story. Charlie Kirk was through the roof of his intelligence and knowledge and his personality, his likability, the love of what so many people claim he's just the greatest, nicest guy in the world, blah, 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 blah. But yet his security detail didn't even come close to what he is. It'd be like you being Tom Brady, the star football player of the team, but you have on your front line to protect you the high school team or the middle school football team that's trying to protect you to make you look good on the field. And so that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Very sad, but I was never the follower of Charlie Kirk. So I don't really have the connection like so many probably do with that guy. I don't. But it's a sad day. It's sad what's played out. The shooter's still on the loose. Do they find him? Who knows? And then it's going to be a lot of talk about this. Who's going to replace him? Blah, 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 blah. But what the message to me, to everybody on my channel is, beyond believable, security detail, and in so many ways, are at fault for his death. Really bad. Now, maybe the security detail did talk about a perimeter safety glass, and he didn't want anything to do with it. But I can't see where he wouldn't have had conversations with security detail, having eyes on the ground in buildings to be looking for people to set up shop to try to take them out. And after last year's Trump's ordeal in Pennsylvania, where sniper shooters on top of a building, I mean, wow, I can't believe it, everybody. So sad day, that's it. Hope everybody kind of gets through these emotional times, because I think really today's going to be a sad day in our country, and it's 9/11. So a double punch for the person that nailed and took out Charlie Kirk on the 10th of September. Now, for if you're my age group, now for only 9/11, what we all went through on a very sad day, which is hard to believe now, 24 years ago. Wow. Isn't that something, everybody? Close to a quarter of a century. Wow. God bless. I hope you have a better day. And thoughts and prayers for all those especially Charlie's family. Wow, can't even imagine. Don't want to imagine